gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You 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 gotta top it lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah, give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. Can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 We go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, Trey, happy hump day, Tava family. This is Kevin Harris, all the way from the ATL. So listen, get on, chime in, tap in. As the young people would say, what's up, Tanya Ward, how are you? Duran Hightower, what's going on, man? That's right, go Braves, go Braves. So listen, we're going to give everybody an opportunity to get on here today. You never know what's going to happen on Wealth Building Wednesday. So where is my trusted partner? Where is Lachelle Pierre today? So she's leaving me out here today by myself. What's up, Tamika? How are you? Good to have you on all the way from Miami, Florida. What's up, Keith Williams, Diamond Keith Williams, Desiree? Hello, how are you? There she is.
Hey, you got to make up your mind. Do you want me to run stuff behind or you want me to come up? What you want me to do, Ken?
We're partners, so that ain't what I want you to do. We're partners. The people want to see you too. So
hey, everybody. Good afternoon, Tava Nation. Hello. Come on, check in. Hey, Cindy Goodson. Hello, sis. We are overdue for a phone call.
That's right.
Man, ain't nobody talking about no Braves today.
I know, right? But we know what happened.
Oh, my gosh.
What about those Braves taking out those Astros last night? Man.
Yeah, doesn't that look like an A for Astros? You better represent, Kevin. Yes. A for Astros.
That's right. The Atlanta Braves brought home the victory last night. And man, look, I don't live too far from the station. From the stadium. And when they win, you hear the cannons going off.
Wow.
Yes.
I am sure it was a
pretty
good
exciting
in Atlanta.
Pretty exciting in Atlanta right now. So look, speaking of Atlanta, you need to get to Atlanta. Right now, we are planning an event for December 4th. December 4th. We have a Super Saturday. We're going to call it a boot camp. None other than Kenny and Shantae Lloyd will be here. They don't know it yet, but they will be here December 4th. But the night before, we are hosting an event at the Atlanta Hawks game. And but you need to go get your tickets. The tickets are early bird tickets. So we have what's called a swing suite. And in that swing suite, swing suite, that's what it's called, Lachelle. And it's going to be about 75 people. And but it's a few tickets left, and food and drinks are included in that price. So make sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. You'll see more information on the boot camp, but the banner for the tickets, I know Lachelle is looking right now, so you don't see it. That's okay. We'll put it back in the newsletter on this Friday. So look out for that. It was in the newsletter here for the last 2 weeks. All right. So
Let me
what
tell
else?
you, you guys just don't know how much information Kevin puts out that he's not supposed to. Like,
Well, I did.
I don't know if he just gave Kenny and Shantae something to do. The Lloyds, he just assigned.
I did, but see, Mrs. Lloyd has already gotten the tickets. I know that. She bought them when
Yes.
they went on sale. So she got hers. She secured like 6.
Yes, she did. And when I asked him about it, he was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh."
Yes.
Look, as I was getting my ticket too.
And then he called exactly. Then he called me and was like, "So you just make my schedule for me now." So,
yes, but we will be in the ATL. Can't wait to see you guys. But Kevin, guess what else we
what's
need
that?
to tell them? Because everyone has been asking, and I must say, customer service is getting flooded, right? They are getting flooded. We do have a new event date official.
Yes.
Yes, we
I'll
do.
let you go ahead. You go ahead.
Was I not supposed to say that? Because you got to look. Are I supposed to wait? You know what?
Mr. Lloyd just walked out of your office, so I'm sure he's standing behind the
At
door.
the end of the broadcast. I'll have those details at the end of the broadcast. That's how we'll do it.
Yeah, you better make sure because he will walk back in there. Stephanie Scott, I need you to get your ticket. You live right here in the ATL. So Stephanie Scott, Tracy Walker, they live right near the Braves Stadium. You all need to get your ticket. Okay. All right.
All right.
Get your ticket. Vern Gwynn, you too.
Oh,
Shanita
yes.
Schamberg, get your ticket. Stacy Schamberg Smith, get your ticket. All right. I'm gonna start calling some people out. All right. So, but
We
listen,
want to see you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the boot camp, you never know what will happen at one of our events. So if you are anywhere in the vicinity of Atlanta, the first weekend in December, you want to get there.
That's right. That's right. But listen, Lachelle, the Wealth Building Wednesday, you started this right when the company started, and it's morphed into something big, and you just swallowed my little show. I can't remember the name of my little show that used to be on Thursdays, but it swallowed it up. But listen, it's a good thing because, right now the company is just in sync and things are moving forward. People are, really excited about the things that's come out here at Tava and the wealth building program. We've continued to add things to that. Customer service staff, your staff, they've been getting calls every single day, all day. The lines are blowing up where people want to become a wealth builder. So if you're brand new to Tava, let's talk about what a wealth builder is. What does that mean? Being a wealth builder gives you special privileges. It allows you to, when we run promotion specials, you have to be on 120 CV Smart Ship. That's first. You have to be on 120 for the month. Last
what
month
is
or this month.
CV and what is the Smart Ship?
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. So a Smart Ship, a 120, that is all 3 products. That's where you have all 3 products, and the volume, the 120 volume is, you have to have really 40 points to be active here at Tava. But when you start ranking up to director, you have to have 80. So here's what we say: just go ahead and get the 120 points out of the way. Just get them out of the way. So what that's been doing, when we just came out with this right here, the valet sample, you had to be a wealth builder in order to get it, because we only let the wealth builders get this when we first launched this product. So when we launch new products and come up with new promotions and things like that, you have to become a wealth builder. So if you're a wealth builder on here right now, put it in the chat. Let us know you're a wealth builder. If you're brand new and you want to become a wealth builder, all you have to do is call the office today to get on your 120 Smart Ship. Now I have some notes here. I won't rattle off what else that we're coming out with very soon. And I know Lachelle's looking at me, oh Lord, he's about to tell. No, I'm not going to tell.
I'm not saying a word. I just want to touch on the 120 for just a second. So as Kevin said,
that means I left something out. That's what she's trying to say. You left something out. I asked you to explain what it is. You left something out.
Well, when you're explaining it being a wealth builder, everybody may not have understood that this is an exclusive membership being a wealth builder, right? It is our loyalty rewards program. And it is also the foundation of your business, right? You heard Kevin say, we set it and forget it. You start out where you want to end up. And I can't tell you how many times I have gotten the escalated calls from customer service or people contacting me directly that were going from supervisor to director and didn't realize that they needed a higher activation. They needed higher activation points, right?
Mhm.
So that you don't ever run into that problem, so that no one on your team runs into that problem, go ahead and set up your recurring order. You can go into your back office and do it yourself, or you can reach out to customer support. Contact, hey, Tammy Faye, I love you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Contact our amazing customer service angels here, and you can reach them at support@tavalifestyle.com. They will help you. If you're not sure if you've set yours up correctly, if you want to run it, then come on, reach out to them and they will help you, because you will see we have some very special things that will only be available to people that are on a 120 smart ship. And the longer you're on it, the bigger the reward. So just FYI, you guys.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spill the beans a little bit. It's gonna have some more special privileges here coming very soon in the next few months or next 30 days. So stay tuned. I won't spill the beans right now. But listen, we Mr. Lloyd and the entire corporate staff, Lachelle, myself, the trainings that corporate has been doing. We had the Monday night business opportunity call. Look, several people were on there on Monday. Tonight, we do it again tonight
Right.
at 8 p.m. Central. Make sure that you get your guests. Myself and Mr. Lloyd, we will be on there tonight during the opportunity call. Big shout out to Dr. Nicole Bramwell, Tony Fleming, and Nina Moore that stepped in the other night. I apologize. It's my son's birthday tomorrow. So we took him to the Hawks game, and so I was not available, but they stepped in and they did an amazing job. So
As always.
big shout out to them. Thank you all for stepping in for us. But tonight it'll be myself and Mr. Lloyd. So you want to pack the lines. Let me just talk about some etiquette here. So I'm kind of going off the cuff today. When we do these calls, look, we want to encourage you guys. No, not encourage you. You guys should really get on there. You should get on there, just to listen to the information. And you may say, hey, I know the information. No, it's being done by someone who's earned millions of dollars in the industry. I don't know about you guys.
On there, right, Kevin?
Yeah, if you don't have guests, get on there, but bring your guests. That's what it's designed to do. But if you don't have guests, get on and listen to the information and let it absorb into your being, because that's what I would do. That's what Yolanda and I would do. We would get on if we didn't have guests. We would shout our names out. We were shouting it to the rooftop, like, "Hey, Kevin and Yolanda Harris from Atlanta, Georgia. You all need to get on there, okay?" So I know you all do your other trainings. That's fine and dandy, but you got to show that corporate support and spirit. So I wanted to say that, and we're gonna keep this thing going. Lachelle, you got anything else you want to add?
No, I will close it out. I'll come back with my information when we close out.
Yeah, what you dressed like me for today? What is that? Green deal? What you got on? What is that?
Honey, it's money green, baby. You better ask somebody.
Y'all probably think we call each other. Look, I just went upstairs, just pulled something out, and then I get on the Zoom. I'm like, okay, we in sync.
That's alignment, unity, light spirit.
That is right. That is right. So speaking of it, I see you're in the Christmas spirit. I see the candy canes back there on the desk.
Yes, my office will be Candy Cane Lane. I am already in the spirit and about to start in my office. And so, yes.
Well, look,
I want to ask, hold on. You know what, Kevin? Wait.
Don't go yet, because I just thought about something else. Don't go. But go
in
ahead.
the spirit of Christmas, y'all know that's like my favorite time of year. And
Oh
in
my
the
God.
spirit of
Not him. Not go
does
get him.
anybody know who is my Christmas friend? Customer service cannot say it. Do not answer. Who is my partner and assistant that only works with me during the Christmas holiday? And you have to put your distributor number and that person's name. Kevin, do you know?
I don't know his name, but I know who he
Megan.
is. I know what he looks like. I know he dances all the time. That's all I
Yeah.
remember.
And don't y'all customer service, don't y'all text anybody that ask you the question.
Let's see here.
So
Nope. Somebody said F.
Tyrone Bell said me. I
Somebody
love
said F
you.
on the shelf. No.
I don't think, Kevin, we will see if anybody gets it. Ladies, watch the chat. Let us know.
Is it
Somebody
Fred?
said Fred, Snoopy. I love it. So that means you would have to have been here. And you know what? If nobody gets Santa, I love it. No, no, ma'am, Megan. I'm not picking you. If they don't get it today, then I may have another hint next week.
That's
Maybe
right.
he'll be here.
Yeah. But while they're guessing, Lachelle, here's what I want to say. Speaking of the
Yes.
holiday spirit, because nobody's going to get it. What's up, Nikhil Lewis? Nobody's going to get it, right? I already know they're not going to get it.
Tammy Faye should know it.
She should. Now, everybody, this was from last year. She pulls them out once a year.
So the
But
new
look,
people.
in the spirit of holiday, we came out with a holiday promotion, right?
We did.
So,
yes.
this complete pack promotion, man, when I've been looking at the numbers every single day, man, you all are doing an amazing job with the complete pack on enrollments. Enrollments are up. We doubled the bonus. So when you purchase the complete pack, if you get a new enrollment, normally that's $50, but right now we're paying out an additional $50. So for all you all out here, congratulations for you all that are taking advantage of this promotion. On Friday, I believe Friday, is that right, Lachelle? Those names will be on the leaderboard.
The leaderboard
Everyone
comes
who's
out.
purchased
Yes.
a complete pack, for everybody who's enrolled someone with the complete pack, along with the people, we made a decision today. It's not just a complete pack.
Complete pack and
And
above.
above. Do that again. Above. That's like the Braves chop. Like, okay. So and above. Okay. All right. So, but
and Kevin, tell them to stop texting Megan. She's working. They are trying to get the answer.
Yeah. But let's go back to this complete pack.
Yes.
But this complete pack, it is all 4 of Tava's products. So the reason why, if you're wondering why we did the complete pack only, we want everybody to experience all 4 of Tava's products. Okay. So on the leaderboard, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to see your name on the leaderboard on Friday. And I know who you are. I know who's enrolling 3, 4, some people that already have 3 or 4 or 5 people.
Yes.
So congratulations. I cannot wait to see everybody. You have time right now to get your name on the leaderboard. The cutoff date is when? Tomorrow, Lachelle?
Thursday at midnight.
Thursday at midnight.
Say in congruence and it runs congruent with our pay weeks.
That's right.
Yes.
All I know, Tyrone Bell, you better be on there. Tammy Burton, we had a conversation. Aaron Rucker, you better be on there. Miss Robin, I need you on there. Okay. So, but listen, throw that promotion up one more time, because for the people who have 3, you're going to be able to get that additional $25 on the first and the second. All right. So that's where you're going to earn a total of $375 so far. But many of you have gone beyond the 3, and that's going to be in your paycheck. So, hey, if I were you guys, I would be out prospecting, getting people on the Zoom tonight with myself and Mr. Lloyd. So congratulations to each and every one of you all. But look at 10. You get a total of 10. You're going to be able to get $1,250. Aaron Rucker, she says she needs help. Aaron, I need you to call the office, get my number, and call me.
Kevin, I will text you Aaron's number, okay?
Text me, Aaron. That's Lachelle blocking. Okay. All right. So Lachelle's gonna text me your number, and I will call you. Okay. All right. So
Yes,
we got you.
we
All right.
will help you. We are here to help. We are here to help you guys get some holiday
All
moolah.
right. So, but listen, we have somebody, Lachelle. She
Yes.
resides right here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I've known her, for quite some time. And many of you all have heard the story. And if you're not, I'm gonna tell it anyway. Okay. We bump into each other here when Tava first started, and I told her, I said, why are you not gonna join Tava? And she's like, don't start with me today, Kevin Harris. Don't start with me today. And but we would always bump into each other, and that's my friend that I've known for many, many years, Miss Tracy Walker. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, Kevin. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Lachelle just went right on off the screen.
I'm sorry. Hey, Tracy.
I'm gonna wait. Look, I love you, Lachelle, but I thought she was gone. So when she was gone, I was gonna do this for a second, but then she popped back on, so I hid my hat.
Oh, she put that Astro A for Astro.
A-town down, baby. So she knows.
But hey, I've got a shout out to Miss Val Davidson. She said, buddy, and that is correct.
You know what? Megan gave her the answer.
I
Nobody already, Megan, you might get terminated today. We already know.
One
Megan,
of them
you gave the answer. Somebody from that corporate office gave the answer. Somebody called Miss Ross, because there's no way, because I forgot. It's Buddy. That's right. Where is Buddy, by the way? Look at Natasha Watson. Like, yes, Buddy. That's right. Everybody remembers
Buddy.
now.
Buddy will be back next week. All right, Tracy,
Megan said she
got
didn't
it.
tell. Okay.
Girl, put that bootleg A.
Oh, does that say World Series on it though?
It does. Champion.
Oh
yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I was just making sure.
Yes. But listen, here's the real truth, Tracy. You don't live too far from the stadium. And it's a lot of people in town, to prospect. You've been prospecting people, and you got really, really excited about this complete pack promotion. And I call you that night and I say, hey, Tracy, what do you think about the promotion? And what are you gonna do? And I do that with a lot of people. And they say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get 5, I'm gonna get 10. And I call them, then they don't answer the phone. But you have really, this week, today is Wednesday, and it is the 3rd of the month, and you already have 3 people that you have so far. So, and I know, what did you tell me your goal was, by the way?
For this week, 6, maybe 7.
7, maybe 7.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't say maybe, so I'm gonna stick with 6. Okay. So, because I want to talk about some things with you today. What is it that you've been doing, to get these people engaged? We start there. What's the engagement for you? When you prospect that person, start right there with the first person. I'm just going to work through each one. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, for me, I'm very focused on people that I have some sort of connection with, meaning we have something similar, because that similarity allows me to open the door. So for me, I focus on single moms. So that's an easy thing where I can reach out to someone and we have that bridge of being single moms. And I pretty much will just ask them, I'm part of a program, and we're doing a lot of work to help single moms to make some additional money. We're looking to help people make an extra $200 per day, change their lives, feed their families, do a lot of more things with their kids. And would they be open to taking a look at something that could possibly help them along those lines? That's pretty much like my peak, generally, question.
Stop right there. So that opens the door to the conversation, right? So that goes back to the baseball diamond.
It does.
That's your contact list, right? So you started at first, with that first person, and you put that first person on first base, so to speak, and you open the door. And then after they say they're open, what's your next step?
My next step is, I love utilizing the 11-minute video. That's my favorite go-to thing, because I believe that it's going to be different for different people, but generally speaking, it doesn't have to be a certain time. It doesn't have to be a certain day. I don't have to keep following up with different times and times and times. I can just send them that video, and then I can get the time that they expect to have it completed. But I use a third-party tool that was created by corporate, which is the 11-minute full Tava overview video. I expose them with that video.
So before they watch that video, Tracy, do you do you actually, before watching it, do you set a time for them to watch the video? You don't just send it to them, do you?
Actually, I don't set a time before. What I usually do before I send it, though, is I will ask them, if I send it, will you watch it?
There you
That's
go.
kind of that question, right? If I send it, will you watch it? They confirm. And we put him in a Facebook group because the group has the video, but the group also has all of the other prospects in there and all of the testimonials in there. So we automatically have instant, social proof, essentially.
Correct. That's good. That's good. So after they watch the video, you take them and talk about that closing process. Go through, walk me through your closing process.
Okay. Well, after the person, or after we kind of make sure they watch the video, we pretty much put them into a three-way call. Now, we talked about this a little bit, right? But we've been leveraging Messenger a lot, right? And it's still a three-way, though. I'm a firm believer that you have to edify the leader or someone, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily the leader, but whoever has the most in common, essentially, with the prospect. You've got to have a third party. You shouldn't be trying to close these sales yourself. And so, we have our team puts them in a messenger chat. Let's say it's with me if I'm a leader. And now it's the three of us in the chat. They make an official introduction, just the same way you would on the phone call. They edify me. And then I come in and I start the process of connecting with the person. And my first question really is, did you get a chance to watch the video? And then we start the closing from there.
Right. So, let's go back. If you guys are listening to this, we do the baseball diamond training. And this was not a setup. I didn't pre-script this, right, Tracy?
Right.
This is, just what Tracy's been doing for years. And, what's yielded her now with 3 enrollments, and we're on day number 3. So she's done an enrollment per day. And I'm a stretch Tracy because I know Tracy. I've known Tracy for a long time. Tracy's $1 million earner. And, when you look at one a day, she told me, what did you tell me your goal was going to be? 10?
For what? Not for the month. It'll be more than 10 for the month.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I was just checking.
No.
Okay.
Probably more like if I'm tracking for 1 a day, which is 30. That would be the goal.
That's kind of where I was going. I didn't want to say that, but that's really what you're doing. You're tracking if she has, 3 so far for the month, but where the duplication comes in. Tracy and I've been talking, and because like I said, I called her that night and, asked her, what she thought about the promotion and what were her goals. And, she told me this is what she's going to do, but how she was going to do it. See, many people will say, hey, I'm in role 5, I'm in role 10. They get excited. But what Tracy is teaching right now is the how. Right. How do you do it? How do you prospect? What do you say to someone? How do you close someone? So you can go out and you can talk too much. I used to talk too much when I started network marketing. And you could give too much information. And I like what Tracy said. Everybody's different. She's prospecting single moms, but she's still saying the same verbiage. I can go out. I feel like I can conquer and prospect anyone. And Tracy, talk about, listening, having those listening skills when somebody's really telling you what they want, what they're looking for, where you don't overtalk them, because that will really help you, to identify with the person on how you need to close them. So I want you to speak about that.
Yeah, listening is very important. I would even say right in tandem with listening is understanding that you're not just trying to push someone through a script. What you're really looking for is the need, the want, right? And so I'm constantly, I will dig more into questions until I get something that is tangible. And so listening to what the person wants, what their challenges are, what they're hoping to achieve, those are the things that are like little gold nuggets that we kind of scoop up. And we use those things maybe sometimes at that point, but usually we're using those things in the close so that we can remind them that this is the vehicle that can help them to do those very specific things. So you really have to listen, because if you can give somebody back what they gave to you initially, the human brain will never, a person will usually never, go against themselves, right? So if they say it and you grab it, then you can use it in the close. So listening is very good.
That's right. And, you're right. Listening is key. And, that's something you can start doing today. You oftentimes, you'll call people, hey, I know this girl, Tracy, she makes a whole bunch of money. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear what's in it for them.
Yep.
And so when you're prospecting people, just kind of like Tracy, like, hey, would you be interested in making some additional income, $200 a day, from home, to take care of your family? It has to be something to pull on what I call the heartstrings. Is you have to make it about the person. And that's exactly why you have those 3 enrollments right now. But also, Tracy, you've been plugged into the corporate trainings, and I want you to speak about why it's so important. First off, to bring people on the Monday and Wednesday opportunity call. And I touched on it a little bit, and how you put people on the training calls on Saturday. And you're on there yourself. I see you're on there. You're always chiming in. Your team's on, even though, again, you do all of your private trainings as well. But talk about the importance of being plugged into the corporate agenda.
I think, Tava is one of those type of companies where, generally in the industry of network marketing overall, I mean, not just specific to Tava, but there has to be synergy. There has to be a systematic way. I like to say, everybody needs to be rowing in the same direction. If we're going to all be in the top of boat, we're going to be all in the arc. We all need to row in the same direction. Now, we have our uniqueness, we have our individuality, but overall, we need to have the same quote unquote standard operating procedures. And there's a lot of companies that don't have. That's the part I think people don't understand. They don't understand the blessing of what Tava really is. We've been around for a while, right? And there are a lot of companies out there that do not have any corporate interaction at all. The field is left to come up with it. It's varying presentations. It's people say what they want, do what they want all the time. And it's confusion many times, and it's inconsistent across markets. But Tava has the leadership and the expertise and the knowledge to be able to say, okay, as previous network marketers, as previous people in the field, as our founder and CEO, Mr. Kenny Lloyd, was and is, as well as you, Kevin, as our COO, you guys know what to do. It's not just owning a company or running a company from the corporate side. You actually know how to build a business, and being able to leverage that skill and pull it together from a corporate standpoint and put together processes that every single person can tap into, have opportunity calls that are standardized calls with a standardized presentation, with professional leaders that are presenting the information, and then having consistent trainings that are happening on a regular basis every Saturday. When people can get used to the routine, and you guys know the average person is still working 9 to 5.
Stop. You called me about 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and you said, Kevin, and you were like, loving the baseball diamond.
Mm-hmm.
This is what network marketing is. It's what I've trained on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing it. Not only did you call, I had several people to call. As redundant as it may sound, and you just said repetition.
Yeah.
For someone who's been in Tava for a while, why is it important for them to still get on along with their guest as well too?
Because until you know how to do it effectively, efficiently, and your team, like you can teach your team to do it, and you can identify where they need help, until that is happening at the core, your cellular level, you need to be on there, because it is not a hard thing to do. It's actually easy, but it's easy not to do. But staying on, repetition is the mother of all learning. And until that duplication starts to represent itself in your organization, you should have to be on. And I think it was Mr. Lloyd had TK teach on this at the Dallas event, which was peak and pass, right? It's essentially the same concept. It's we put people on the corporate stuff, and then we don't have to do all the work. So I kind of like it because it's leverage. But for those of us that know how to do it a little bit more, we kind of reinforce it. But It's less work for me, to be honest, Kevin. The more stuff y'all do, the less work I have to do. I can go to my son's baseball game on a Saturday because training is still happening by corporate.
Yeah. And, speaking of that, yeah, Josiah plays baseball right around the corner from the Atlanta Braves Stadium. How exciting. But, even last night, you were texting me last night. You were on last night. You're always on. It doesn't matter where you're at, what you're doing. You're always on. You're plugging your team into the corporate events, and that has to be done. And I remember when I was building in the field, I would get on. I would just get on just to listen, just to listen and just give a shout out, just to support the company that I was a part of, because like you say, we're all rowing in the same boat. If we're rowing in different directions, it's not going to work. And again, I want to say this, it's okay, like Tracy said, to do your own individual trainings. But when you have a company that's being led by Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Shante Lloyd, that's done it. I've done it. Tracy's done it. Several people have done it here at Tava. If you're brand new, I was brand new several years ago. That's why I did it. I needed repetition. The team needed repetition. Here's what happens. We're not going to break it out yet. And Tracy, it was something I was thinking about, because everything we do, it's a system. And yes, I am. I want to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now, Tracy. So this is so impromptu. Okay. Pull out your calculator, Tracy.
All right.
Okay. So we've been talking about wealth building, right?
Right.
And Lachelle, where are you, Lachelle? She's probably looking for something because she's texting me. Okay. And Tracy, I want to write something down real quick. Right. So we talk about this wealth building program. And if you're on here, if you can jot some, do this exercise with us, so Tracy, you just enroll 3 people, right?
Right.
And I want to just start with 1. And the 2 people that are going to become binary qualified, I want you to just put the circle up top and then put 2 circles, one to the left, one to the right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, they became a wealth builder. They have 120 points, correct? One on the left, one on the right, correct?
Right.
Now, they're going to go out. They're going to get binary qualified, which is that's your first level, right?
Correct.
Okay. So they're going to get binary qualified. So one's going to go to that left, one to that right, and one's going to go to the left, one to the right, correct?
Correct.
So you all see the duplication is happening. So when you add up those points, let me add it up real quick. That's 360 points on both sides. That person then is going to go out. They're going to start getting binary qualified, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have somebody right now that's already hit supervisor. You all see the importance of this? The duplication begins when you start getting people on the 120 smart ships and above.
Can I say something, Kevin, about that?
Absolutely.
The way that I do it is upon enrollment, I don't usually just send the person my link. Hey, go sign up.
There you say it again.
I don't send the link just by itself. Here's the link, go sign up.
There you go.
We have like a little script, a little thing around that. We frame that. And it's like a little message. You can text it, email it, however you want to do it. But that message already pre-frames them on, okay, you're going to enroll with the pack, but then the very next thing you're going to do is you're going to get started on 120 Smart Ship. And we tell them why you'll want to do this because. So almost everyone that gets started with us, whether we're signing them up ourselves or whether we're giving them the link, people are starting the process with us on 120. It's very rare that someone comes in and we have to explain to them later why they need to upgrade. Generally, the most of our people are coming in from the jump off 120 because we're framing it that way.
Right. So Tracy, I paid attention in school. That's good. So I'm sitting here banging this calculator away, and I was not going here today, but I am. Okay. So you said that you're going to do 20 people this month, right? So you do 20 people personally this month, and they're all on a 120 smart ship. 20 times 120 is what? Somebody tell me real quick.
That's 2,400.
That's 2,400.
For next month.
Correct. So check this out. So if 20 people went and got 20 in the perfect world, how many distributors is that? 20 times 20 is what? If 20 people with 20, that's 400 people. If 400 people are on a 120 smart ship, how much volume is that?
48.
48 what?
1,000.
That's 48,000. 48,000. Do you all see the duplication? Why it's so important to get people on the 120 smart ship? Not for your personal benefit for volume first, for them to consume the product, to get the product. Someone called me today, Tracy, and they say, you know what, Kevin, I don't want to do the business, but my wife, she just wants all the products. Okay. We'll support Tava. We'll support the business. We like the products. See, I thought they were coming on a 1,200. I didn't flinch. I didn't call him. You don't want to do the business. I'm okay with that. put them on 120 Smart Ship, because they may eventually do it, or they just may be a good customer, but that's 120 points of the business.
That's right.
Does that make sense? So if you got 20 with 20, y'all just did the numbers. What was that again? 20 people with 20, that's 448,000 in volume.
Yep.
What if that's on one side of your business and then you go do it on the other side? It's duplication. That's a diamond organization just off Smart Ships, Tracy.
Mm-hmm. You got to break down the numbers. Like, my whiteboard has all the numbers already broken down, okay, to the finite level.
Okay. See, a fisherman recognizes a fisherman. Tracy's been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it. If you sit and do the numbers, I was in my Lachelle might get me for saying this, because yes, I am from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I was in a little chefferoe that sits in my hallway. What's a chefferoe? It's a cabinet. That's right, for all you young people. It's a cabinet. And I still keep every magazine. I kept every paycheck. I kept everything since I've been in the industry of network marketing. Because I'm looking for some information last night, and I was sitting there. I'm like, man. And guess what I found? I found something that broke down the 20 for 20 and the volume. And it had all the volume listed out on how to advance the organization.
Mm-hmm.
See, you could simply call people up, Tracy, and say, okay, Lola, what is your goal this month, Lola? Lola, if Lola's goal is 5 people, right? That's fine, right? That's fine. See, Yolanda was good at this. She would sit down with somebody and say, okay, Lola, what's your goal for the month? I'm gonna enroll 6. Well, she knew that Lola would enroll 6. She would help her do that. How do you help Lola get 6 people? Not by just Lola saying she's going to do it, showing Lola how to do it, setting appointments with Lola, showing Lola how to do 3-way calls, showing Lola how to close. That's how Lola gets her 6. Then you would jot down 6 times 120. I know Lola's going to bring 720 points to the organization this month. And that's on a 120 Smart Ship. Y'all see what I just did? So let's move to the next person, Lynette Farlow. Lynette Fargo was in my first business. She was in that company, okay? And Lynette knows this information. Lynette, what's your goal for this month? Lynette say, well, you know what? I'm going to shoot for 10. Well, 10 may be, Lynette, we may need to do 4 or 5 opportunities presentations. And Lynette, let's just say she falls short. She gets 9 for the month. Okay, 9. So this is where you have to work with people. You can't enroll people all by yourself, can you, Tracy?
No.
Okay, you can't do it. So Lynette gets 9. They're all on a 120 Smart Ship. That's another 1,080. So you have to know, look at Tracy's whiteboard. She didn't just write all that stuff up there today. You have to know the numbers. You have to know who you're working with. All right. I can keep going because I get excited about it.
I know, me too. I like that part. That's the fun part of it, the business.
Yeah, it is. So, but I think y'all are getting the gist of it. Maybe we'll do a training. Maybe Mr. Lloyd will come on here and myself and just really break down the numbers. Tracy, you know the numbers.
Yeah.
But it's about the exposures. You just can't whoosh this. You can't just post on social media and whoosh somebody's going to call you with hopes. There's nothing wrong with posting. I say that all the time. But you have to work your business and not let your business work you. You have to work your business and not let your business work you. Yes, ma'am.
I just want people to understand that even if you're doing social media, last month, November, I prospected 224 people, right? And I have
off social media.
And I write down all of the people that I'm in Messenger with, right? Because it's still a list. Like, I need everybody to understand that this business is about your list. But even if you don't have a list to start with, you can create a list. Yep. But you need to have a list nonetheless, right? So 200, and I did a Facebook Live the other day. So 224 people were prospected last month about Tava. Of course, not all of the people were interested. I do have to finish the numbers, calculate the numbers for that. But I did enroll, I think, like 2 or 3 people right from that. But the goal of this list is what happens in November,
That's
right?
right.
Like, I don't really care what
Pipeline. It's
it's
called
the
pipeline.
pipeline.
Building your pipeline.
I got it. So now I've got maybe 200 people that are going to be in the pipeline right now. And I went through the first 3 pages today to follow up with all the follow-ups, because now my goal is to get those people going at some point this month, while also prospecting brand new people for November. Now, December, the numbers begin to multiply on one another. And by the time we get to January, you've got to prospect people, right? You can't just, I agree with Kevin, this is not just about posting and hoping people come out. You've got to get into Messenger. You got to get on the phone. You got to get on a Zoom. You've got to build that relationship. And the faster you can do that in a month, the better it's going to be for you the next month, provided you follow up.
Trace, I just had an overwhelming feeling. When you do all the things that we're talking about and you close out the month, you close out a good, October. We're in October right now. It is so rewarding and so fulfilling, when you help someone else achieve their goals. Mm-hmm. It really is. And that is an amazing feeling, but it is through, you develop friendships and relationships when you're helping people achieve their goals. And I like what, you and I both saying it. You can't just do it on social media, but when you help that mom or that guy, single dads too, okay, and his married people, is when you help someone achieve their goal, it is a rewarding feeling when someone calls and say, you know what, my check was $500, my check was $1,100. So here's what we're saying. Is nothing like getting the people in the system, but you have to know what to do once you get them in. And these are the things that we just covered here today. I gave you guys some numbers. Tracy gave you guys some numbers. If you would just sit and write out, your contact list, which is really the baseball diamond, and you load your bases, yes, that's why we call it the baseball diamond. Yeah, I was watching the Braves game. I've been ripping you guys, but I want you all to think about this. Yeah. When that first homer last night, I looked up, I was downstairs. I'm like, dang, it's 3. Well, the bases were loaded. I think they went up 3-4. The bases were loaded. Mm-hmm. But before that, they had many strikeouts. Well, guess what? It's the same thing applies here. You're going to have many strikeouts. You're going to have many people say, you know what, I'm not interested. But then the bases become loaded. But then, like Tracy, she's 3 for 3. Mm-hmm. 3 for 3. Today is the 3rd of the month. Her batting average is pretty good right now. She may strike out today. But guess what? She wakes up and she does it all over again tomorrow. Just because you strike out today doesn't mean that you don't need to do the work, because people are watching. Here's what I do know. When you start this business, let me read something. I wasn't going to do this either. Okay, that's why it's called Wealth Building Wednesday. And I just texted this, Mr. Lloyd. Yolanda sent this to me today. And I want you guys, this is where you have to be mentally tough. This is what Tony Fleming teaches on a lot. And it says phrases that have an undertone of hating. Okay. And yes, I'm gonna go there. And this applies to business. And I'll just read one. The one that stuck out to me, and you all you hear me say it all the time. And Tracy, they'll say to you, how's your little business going?
Oh, yeah.
How's your little business? There's 8 bullets on here. I won't read the rest, but how's your little business going? Why am I saying this? Because when people see you doing something different, they begin to degrade what you're doing or minimize what you're doing. This is the mental part. You have to keep going, because there's somebody on the other side that's waiting on you to call them. Mm-hmm. They're waiting on you. They want you to fail. When you start network marketing, they want you to fail because it's something out of the norm. When you listen to Tony Fleming's training, he talked about, when he first started the industry, how, he doesn't, he just got around people and start reading books. He got around the people that were doing positive things. Well, it's the same thing. People are going to say bad things about it because they see you're changing into a total different person. Okay. You're changing into another person. You're still the same person, but you just want to do better for you and your family. Right. So you have to, in order to do that, you do these activities that we're talking about. It's not studying. You just get around the people that are actually doing it. All right. So Tracy, look, I appreciate it, girl. I love what I do. I love what you do. I love Tava. You could tell. And, but listen, just because we love it, we hope you guys are really getting something out of these trainings. All the trainings that we're doing, it's all duplication. Mm-hmm. It's all duplication. And if you stick what we're doing corporately here, you will look up in 6 months and you may be at $5,000-$10,000. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay. Our goal was $500 a month. I would have never thought, Tracy, that I would meet people like you. I would have never thought, in the last 15 years that we'd be on here doing a training together. I would have never thought.
Right.
But guess what? You create amazing relationships along the journey, but you have to start at first base, at home plate. You have to build your contact list first. You have to duplicate. Okay. And so as many life lessons that come along with this duplication. So Trace, anything you want to add before you leave? How many people are you bringing on this Zoom tonight with myself and Mr. Lloyd?
Listen, my whole squad is lined up, okay? And the Zooms for us are like second exposures, right? Because we always use the video for the first exposure. So for all the people that need a little bit more information or they feel like they need some credibility, these are the best calls to put them on, especially now because you've got Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Harris that are doing them. You can't get any more credible than the CEO and the COO of the company. And guess what? If people don't see it after that, don't worry about it, right? Because the people that are going to see it are going to see it. So I would just say stick to the baseball diamond. I would say initially I didn't even know it was considered a baseball diamond until I saw it structured that way in Tava. But when I looked at it, I'm like, that's what we do, right? It makes good sense. It's strategically, it works. And so just stick to the baseball diamond, guys. Prospect, expose, and edify with a 3-way call or Zoom or whatever. And I promise you, if you do that every single day with the goal of keeping new people in your pipeline, 10 new people a day, whatever, 3 people a day, right? Depending on what your goals are, 20 people a day. You might not get those signups right then, but it's about the follow-up, what's going to happen in the next 30 days to spill over, and your business will start to explode from the work and the seeds you plant today. So don't stop doing that.
I just did something right here. You all saw the structure where I came up with the points. That is really the success tracker. It's a success tracker, and you're on Tava University. You're all going to see us pull that out this Saturday. It's a success tracker. You should be putting those names in there, putting the 120. And why do you want to do that? You want to know what everybody's volume is. Not just about you. You want to be able to show your team how to duplicate. If you're just enrolling 100 people, 50 people, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But you want to work smart. If you show them like, hey, let me show you what your check's going to look like. If we fill this in, you have to know this stuff. And if you don't, that's what the trainings are for. Here's another tip I want to give you guys. Don't get caught up. Yes, I have a home office. Tracy has a home office. Many of you have a home office. But here's another tip I'm going to give you guys. Don't get caught up doing busy work. Just sit in the office. Don't do that. Okay. Another reason why these trainings that we're doing are designed the way we're doing them, I want you guys to think about the order. Monday, opportunity call. Wednesday, opportunity call. Today, Wealth Building Wednesday, yes. Saturday, corporate training. Sunday, back office training. If Tracy's brought in 3 people this week, here's what I would do. Here's a tip for you guys. Don't sit on the phone and let a new distributor allow you to burn an hour or 2 of your time. What about this? What about this? How about this work? I read this. I did this. That's for Lachelle and her staff to answer on the new members orientation. Now, you don't have to say it rudely. Just say, you know what? We do a call on Sunday that's going to break all that information down for you. But here's what we should be focused on today. Tracy, have you written your contact list out yet? You see, we're putting everything in place for you. It's already designed for you. For you. I used to get caught up with that too when I first started. Okay. But then somebody pulled my coattail and said, Kevin, we do that call on Sunday. Hey, Kevin, we do that call. I was just doing busy work and then went enrolling nobody, Tracy. Somebody had to shake me. And then that's what it's like. If you focus on business building activity, you put them on the corporate information and we get all those questions answered. And then it began to click. I was like, oh, I got it. Okay. So, but listen, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you, girl. Go Braves. And we'll talk here, I'm sure, in a little bit.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Lachelle Pierre, thank you so much, Tava Nation. I appreciate you guys. Listen, I hope you guys, wrote down some notes, took some amazing notes. But again, it's all in the baseball diamond. It's all in the baseball diamond. It's all in the baseball diamond. And again, stay plugged in. That's right, Sean. Plug into the system. It works. It works. It's nothing that we came up with. Also, tonight, you heard Tracy say tonight she's going to be inviting several people to the Zoom tonight. So it is time to get back to the basics of what works. So, Lachelle, what's going on, girl? I know you got something you want to do. You're muted. You are muted. Where?
I wanted y'all to read my lips.
All right.
No, I just wanted to take a second, Kev. As I said earlier, we have a lot of people that are reaching out to customer service. They are wanting to know, when is the next event?
It's two. It's two. It's one in December.
Well, the one in December, correct. That's the boot camp.
That's the
in
boot
the ATL, right?
Where?
In the ATL.
Where?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Home of the World Series winning Atlanta Braves.
There you go.
That is going to be December, what is that, the 4th?
The 4th, yes.
December the 4th. So guys, if you're anywhere in the vicinity of Atlanta, Georgia, you want to get there, right? We'll have more details for you coming soon. But I want to let you know, you guys know, we had our event here in Houston, right? Some still came, some watched virtually. Well, we have set the new date, March 4th and 5th, right back here in H-Town, baby. So, guys, go ahead, start making your plans right now. Make your plans right now. March 4th and 5th. That is the first weekend in March. It is going down in H-Town. Kevin, you look like you're a little surprised by that. I mean, I'm looking at your face.
I'll be in Houston like probably next week.
Aaron, then we are going to celebrate with you, man. We will look for you first down here, okay?
Yes.
So, guys, we will be putting all of that information, starting to give you more information, tell you how you can transfer your tickets, all of your previous tickets. If you had a ticket for the event that was scheduled for, what was it, August? Was the event that we rescheduled, was it from August?
I forgot.
Okay, the last event that we, if you had a ticket for that event, that ticket is good for the event in March. And guys, you don't want to miss it, okay?
Look, become a wealth builder. It is so important to be a wealth builder. I'm gonna close out with that, Lachelle. I will close out, but if you got something you want to add, it is so important to become a wealth builder right now, because we're coming out with several things that you're going to see this month. So if Lachelle, if you would go ahead and reiterate what is a wealth builder, why it's so important to become a wealth builder, and we will close it out.
Well, what do they say? Membership has its privileges, okay?
That's right.
That's another tagline, and let me tell you, it applies over here in Tava as well. Number one, it is the foundation of your business. You heard, if you've been on, you heard Mr. Harris breaking down those numbers. It is not just the foundation, it is the solid foundation of your business, because you can have a foundation, doesn't mean that it's steady, okay?
That's right.
And there are so many different perks, benefits, and privileges, especially as it will pertain to the events and to the promotions. And then you guys know I'm just going to throw in some special gifts, I promise, along the way. So If you're not familiar with it, then, or I'm sorry, if you need some help getting set up on it, all right, contact support at Tava Lifestyle. Support at tavalifestyle.com. Any of the ladies will be glad to assist you. Sizzle does go live tomorrow. People are asking, when is the Sizzle training? It will be a part of the back office training on Sunday, but let me make it really, 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 really easy for you. Number one, you can go to Sizzle, SEZZLE.com right now and just create a Sizzle account. Go ahead, create it. And if you refer somebody else and they create one also, you get $5 and they get $5 to use toward a purchase. Starting tomorrow, when you go into your back office, and whether it's a new enrollment or you're placing a reorder, normally you'll have the option to pay by Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and now you will see the Sizzle option. Okay, so, and on Sunday night when we do back office training, we'll go over it a little bit more in detail, but it's really, really simple, guys. Aaron Washington said he's got his account. All righty. Awesome, awesome. And that's a customer, not a merchant. You're not setting up a merchant account. You're setting up a customer account. But all right, as Mr. Harris said, we will answer all of these questions on back office training. But in the meantime, if you go on there and you do have a question, please contact the Houston office or email support at tavalifestyle.com. They will be glad to assist you.
That's right.
All righty, Dighty.
All right. Become a wealth builder, because, again, you don't know what's going to happen this month, but you don't know what's going to happen here in the next month or two. So there may be some other things dropping. So also go and get your valet samples. Your valet samples packs are available.
Man, somebody took
in
mine.
the back office. So
for my valet.
Yep. So let me share something. I know we keep saying we're gonna go. If I were you all, no, I didn't go to the gym this morning, Mr. Lord. I heard you rip me this morning. So, but look, if I were you guys, let's talk about the valet samples really quick. Go ahead and it's 15 in a box. Yes. It's 15 in a box. If I were you guys, I would sample 2. I would sample 2. Here's why. You can really sample someone, or you should be sampling on the spot. And when I say sample, just have them to tear it off and go ahead and drink it. Just have them to go ahead and drink it right there in front of you, but you have to let them know what it is. It is my liquid vitamin that gives me all the energy that I need to get through my day. It grows my nails, it grows my hair, it makes me feel good, it helps my immune system, and I just give it to them. Why do you want to give them 2? They drink that one, then the next day they're going to drink another one because it's going to get them through their day. Then guess what happens? They're going to want more. There's another tip for you guys. So it's 15 in a box. If I were you guys, I would keep 5 or more on hand of this. This box, it's already gone. There's 1 left in here. Well, 2 left in here right now. Okay. So if I were you all, I would get my valet samples. They are available for distributor reorder only, and always keep them on you. They travel very well. I keep them in the car and I keep them in my gym bag. So keep these samples on you. But Lachelle, as you would say, you got to stay ready. You got to stay ready.
Stay ready. You never have to get ready, baby. Okay. That is the truth.
All right. So thank you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Myself, Mr. Lloyd, and Lachelle tonight. We'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Central. And bring your guests on the opportunity presentation. But most importantly, if you don't have guests, come on anyway. Take notes. So thank you guys so much.
You learn something every time. Isn't that the truth, Kev?
That's right. Every time. All right.
All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Until tonight.
Gotta top it like you give life. 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 Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.